As the insurance industry relies increasingly on electronic storage and exchange of information, protecting that valuable data becomes very important. That brings up two key concepts: cybersecurity and data privacy. Some people use these terms almost interchangeably, but they aren't the same. Cybersecurity focuses on the hardware and software used to store and manipulate data, and the procedures for using such systems. Data privacy focuses on the rights of the individuals or companies that generate that data to know who collects their information and how it's used. Requirements for protecting clients' information and privacy aren't new, of course, but in recent years, new cybersecurity and comprehensive consumer privacy legislation has transformed how we do business. On March 1, 2017, the state of New York implemented 23 NYCRR 500 cybersecurity requirements for financial services companies. It requires all individuals and entities operating under a license, registration, charter, certificate, permit, accreditation, or similar authorization under banking law, the insurance law, or the financial services law to have and maintain a cybersecurity program. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners followed New York's lead by passing its own insurance data security model law in October 2017. To date, more than 20 states have adopted a version of the model law, and additional states have similar laws under consideration. Each state's regulation varies in its particulars, of course, but they have certain common requirements, including risk assessment, protection of data integrity, application security, informed oversight of the information security program, employee training and monitoring, oversight of third-party service providers, and incident response and notification plan. Licensees must document their information security programs with written policies. In New York, licensees must periodically certify their compliance unless they qualify for an exemption. These are often limited exemptions, though, and business entities may still need to comply with some requirements. Many other states require domestic insurers to certify their compliance annually. The groundbreaking legislation for data privacy was the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, adopted in 2016. This law greatly expanded privacy rights for EU citizens. In the U.S., California passed a Comprehensive Consumer Privacy Act in 2017. The scope of this law has expanded over the years with the passage of various amendments. The law gives California consumers the right to know what personal information is collected, used, shared, or sold, the right to delete personal information held by businesses or their service providers, the right to opt out of sale or sharing of personal information, the right to non-discrimination in terms of price or services when exercising their CCPA rights, the right to correct inaccurate personal information held by businesses, the right to limit the use and disclosure of sensitive personal information collected about them. Several states have passed similar laws to protect consumer data privacy, although adoption has been slower than that for cybersecurity regulations. Generally, these laws require businesses to provide notice to consumers at or before data collection, create procedures to respond to consumers' requests to opt out, know, and delete, and provide a Do Not Sell My Info link on websites and mobile apps, respond to consumers' requests to opt out, know, and delete within specific time frames, verify the identity of consumers who make requests to opt out, know, and delete, disclose financial incentives offered in exchange for the retention and sale of a consumer's personal information, including how the value of that information is calculated, maintain records of requests and how they were addressed for a specific time frame. Businesses handling very large volumes of personal information may need to comply with additional record-keeping and training requirements. Due to the extremely specific nature of the information required to certify compliance with these cybersecurity and data privacy regulations, Resource Pro Compliance cannot make these attestations on your behalf. But we can direct you to state-specific resources to help you understand what you need to do to comply with these laws and regulations and how to do it. Contact us today at ilsainc.com to start a compliance conversation.